Okay.
Well, folks, welcome back. Next edition here of our Hoard of the Dragon Queen. And the day has come to celebrate your awesomeness. And it's a really nice day. They've basically everywhere, excuse me, throughout the town, they've set up, different banners and just loaded it up. Um, there's musicians they had brought in. There's people that came from other cities that have come that are heard that the celebration was coming. So the town is getting quite busy with people coming in, hearing about a celebration, a party, and stuff. And I'm assuming you guys have bought all your stuff and all your supplies and everything. And now comes time to put on your jumpsuits, your blue and white jumpsuits, and become the. What did we decide we were going to become there, folks?
Good
We
barrel and
are
company.
Good Barrel and Company.
Good Barrel and Company. Wow. All right. Good
Well,
Barrel
if
and
we ever get
Company.
into business, we have a name.
I was just going to say, sounds almost like a brewery or something there. Good Barrel
LLC.
and Company.
It's doesn't have anything at all with how many of my minions have died and are been replaced.
That's true.
Yes. We don't need any more replacements. So kind of everyone except for Torin, obviously, which has been basically staying inside the castle, out of sight, out of mind, shall we say? Um, kind of probably, and even though he's shown to be very helpful to the city and everything, the people probably just won't celebrate the atmosphere as well, seeing somebody that would remind them of something bad. So basically, Governor Nightingale had asked Torin to basically stay in the castle. You can watch from up above in the windows and watch the festival, um, but kind of stay out of way. And if you do decide to come down later when the sun goes down, kind of keep your cloak on and everything. So
No
later in the
problem.
day, everyone is there, kind of gathered in town, and you guys have a big stage there, big banners. The mayor comes up, starts talking for a little bit, um, and then basically talks about the fact that today is a celebration of life. There's been many days in the past of death and destruction, but we are alive and we are living because of Good Barrel and Company, and kind of introduces you guys, and you guys kind of parade through everyone and they cheer and throw flowers at you and start singing songs, and you get up on stage and the mayor kind of goes through his little spiel about the the way things are now and how this day he's declared this day a celebration for greenish every year. On this day from now on, the town will take to the streets in celebration of all that has happened. Um, and basically, spends a while talking to everybody about, how things have changed, and how things we have to, we wouldn't be here today, and it could be a much different story if it wasn't for Good Barrel and Company. And after a while, he's done talking. He asks if any one of it has anything to say to the crowd who's cheering you on, and asking if anyone have any words that they would like to share with your beloved audience.
Thank you so much for this party, and um, let this day also be a remembrance of how you've come together as a community and survived the attack. You helped beat off the attack and make them go away. You remember your action plan to help survive to get to the keep.
Here, here. And I hold up a tankard of ale.
Excellent. Anyone else have
Unfair-
anything they would like to say?
Uncharacteristically, I go ahead and I say,
Ooh, the crowd hushes. The silent
I'm-
man.
you can see me moving towards the square. I say, I'm going to plant here a lemon tree, and this will let you know that from something bitter can come something sweet. And I start planting. And I
Okay.
use some druid craft to make it bloom a little faster.
Okay. Excellent. I don't know if you have inspiration yet, but you have inspired me as the DM so you can have inspiration. Remember, you can only ever have one inspiration, so now in the center of town, we'll just move Ziev there out of the way, and we now have
That's
a
pretty cool.
lemon tree that will honor Good Barrel and Company. Oh my
Good barrel
gosh.
lemonade.
Merrick's Hard Lemonade.
So, anyone else care to speak there? Mr. Bellinor or Mr. Corian?
Yeah, Balinor will say something. He's half in the bag. He goes up and says, I would like to compliment you on this fine ale that you serve in your town. Thank you. And steps down.
Oh, big roar from all the males. All right. Corian, do you have anything you would like
Not
to
a
share?
chance.
Not a chance. All right. Well, after
Florian
the
is staying as off stage as long as he can and getting off the stage as quickly as he can. He does not like being in the center of the crowd.
the mayor kind of asks you guys, kind of whispers, back kind of over his shoulder at all you guys sitting behind him and saying, should I have the bards start playing their music now so you guys could do a little dance for us up here, or?
Balinor does not dance, he says.
Yes, music, yes.
But you guys look so cute in your
I will.
outfits.
Where are all the
You've had
dwarf
enough
girls,
ale.
by the way?
You've had enough ale. You dance when you've had enough ale.
Where are all the dwarf girls? That's all I'm saying. What's going on here?
There's only
all
a couple
around
dwarves actually in the whole town, but most of them come from some of the surrounding areas that had heard about the celebration coming on. So there's a few dwarves there, a few more than you remember from when you were here those other days. So afterwards, big celebration, food festival, dancing, singing in the streets, just partying, having a good time. And as the party's traveling through the night, it looks like it's going to continue till probably the next morning. And as it's kind of
stay up and dance through the night.
as you guys are kind of doing your thing and people are still coming up to you and hugging you and thanking you and just basically in awe of all your awesomeness. The mayor kind of comes up to you with the Esquire and asks you guys, when you guys are be headed out. I'm sure you've got other things you're going to be doing, and appreciate you guys staying for our festival. I know the citizens needed it more than you guys, but you do look very nice in your outfits, and appreciate you guys staying here for this.
Great party. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So when do you think you're going to be heading down the road? I take it you're headed over to Escobar there, huh?
Whenever the boss says we're going, we're going.
We'll sleep this
sorry.
off. We'll get our mounts that you've graciously given us.
Oh yes, I forgot.
custom.
Yes, as you're there, they kind of bring the horses to you. And also, yes, I'm glad you. Surprise, surprise! They after they bring the horses out, everybody, they're all decked out in flowers and really nice horses. They kind of trot them through the center square, kind of, in a chain, one following the other one. They kind of trot them through the town, and then they, each one has its own blue and white colored manes and stuff like that. They, with the flowers in their hair and everything.
Wait. They dyed the manes of the horses blue and
No,
white striped?
they just weaved flowers into their hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. It's almost.
Hey, it's Bluebeard.
Yeah, blue's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And so after they trot the horses through, the mayor, one of the other captains of the guards, brings over a box and gives it to Escobar. Escobar brings the box over and hands it to you guys and says that this is the town has got together what little we could afford, and we've tried to get you something that you guys might be able to use in your time and for whatever help it will be. And you open the box up, and it's a set of 4 rings, golden rings, and they kind of engraved the name Greenish on it, and Saviors of Greenish, and really nice design. In fact, the design is of a dragon head being chopped off by a sword. It's kind of got the sword on one side and the dragon head laying on the ground on the other side of the sword. They're all really nice, and of course they're magical, and they give them to you. Everybody cheers and and throws flowers at you and everything.
Great, thanks. Are any of them big enough to fit on Balnor's fat finger?
Yes, absolutely, they are.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tremendous. Thank you. What are they?
Rings.
They're rings. The magical rings.
Right, but what is the magic?
The magic.
That
The magic is there's one ring that rules them all, and
I was waiting for that.
It's the magic of friendship, guys.
they are
and we can all summon each other.
rings.
Or something?
They are all rings of protection.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Thank you so very much.
Yep, and so the party goes on, and the dancing and the singing, and well into the night before people start passing out and finally making it stumbling home, and some are just sleeping there on the street, and it was a great time, and everybody had really had a good time, and it was good to see the happy faces, and this is the part of the end of the sequel number 1, where everybody's all happy and joyous and everything, and then you wait for another year and the next movie comes out.
Exactly.
Oh crap!
Okay.
We've got to go to Mordor next.
Yeah. The band stopped playing. I'll pull out my flute and start playing.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
That'll be
So,
my contribution to the party.
this is sort of, I get out of character, but Balnor has a ring of protection +1. Does he have any sense of whether or not these are the same or different than what he has?
Exactly the same.
Then I would like to make a gift to Torrin. Torrin, are you with us?
I am not. I'm at the castle.
Oh, well then I'll plan to make a gift of one of these rings to Torrin. I'll probably give him the one I found and take the dragon one.
Okay. So next day comes after you meet Torrin in the castle and had given him the ring. Guys spend a little bit of the morning sleeping off. It's about noon before you guys really start clearing your heads and getting up and everything, and it's time to do what you're going to do.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Good Bearing Company, are you
Yeah,
still
you're
there?
a good barrel, so.
We all loaded up.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? We should have been Good Berry and Company. Whatever, Good Barrels are.
You can think that in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
No, for real. I mean, because we've done so many good berries. That is a
That
good
would
fit.
work. Yeah.
We need to get a mount for our friend because he wasn't granted one from the town. And
Right.
Ranger, Claire, I'm not exactly good at driving these things, so I'm hoping you would kind of help ease me into that role of driving the carriage, and just kind of be near the horses, and help them if they're uncomfortable, because it'll be a learning process for us all.
I will tend to the horses. That is. Yes.
And I bought a tent. I actually, I'll buy another tent just to throw in the carriage, just to have an extra.
What does our carriage look like? Is it like a covered wagon, or is it like a...
I told them it was going to be for me, and then they put this blue and white all over it.
With all
But
the sparkle.
it's not just a wagon, it's a carriage, so it has like a 2-person front, and
all right.
it is, I think it is covered a little bit, actually.
Does it have like little doors on it and stuff?
It's not an enclosed,
Oh.
it's more like a covered wagon. That's what I would think it would be, but
I don't know.
there's nothing really, there's no real description or picture I can find in the book. I just know it's more expensive than a wagon.
How much more expensive?
Where was that? Just moved from that page.
And Jordan, we can just assume you have a horse as well.
Okay. Well, I figured I had to get here somehow, so.
The wagon is 35 gold pieces and weighs 400 pounds. The carriage is 100 gold pieces and weighs 600 pounds. And a cart is 15 gold and weighs 200 pounds.
So yeah, I'm thinking it must be a covered, some kind of a cloth, blue and white cloth.
Blue and white cloth.
There you go.
Perfect.
Blue with white stripe on it. Right down the
Eleanor
side.
climbs aboard.
There's a barrel. It can hold 40 gallons, but I've only got 20 gallons of ale in it right now.
Okay, that should last a couple of days.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're good.
At least a day and a half. Anyway.
All right. Long live the halfling.
Gee. Yes! You guys are awful easy, I tell you. Man, oh man.
Valinor is a simple man.
I guess.
He doesn't require much.
Okay, so if we look at our map images here, Sword Coast here, so we can assume you're going to be headed to the east down the road to the river. And then follow the road that kind of winds along the river up to Debrusk.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It'll probably be about probably 2.5 day journey, I would think, which is pretty good because it's like half the day's gone already here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And where are we on our way to?
Are we meeting anyone in Verdusk, or are we going straight? Are we just stopping there?
I think we're just stopping over.
Yeah, we're just right. Our goal is El Terrell.
Yeah,
We
you're-
just wanting to stay on the path. We can make camp there and stay the night, and maybe ask or even warn them of a possible dragon cult war party.
Generally, when you warn people, people just scoff it off, and they call you a lunatic.
That's true.
I mean, unless we have some real proof. Do we still have any of the uniforms, or I guessing we don't have the head of Landrigosa anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to carry that around all over.
We still have the dead body though, don't we? Because we have to bring that back to.
That guy is like a week old now. I don't
Kinda right.
keeping that guy around.
Yeah, exactly.
can-
We're not dragging him with us everywhere we go.
No, I thought we just took his head and gave it to the governor.
No, he's talking about the
monk, Leosin.
Oh God, the monk. We still have that?
I hope
So
not.
the problem is if we don't have it, then they don't get the option to resurrect him if they want to.
and
I'm saying we leave it in town and have him buried properly or whatever, but I'm not dragging him
can
everywhere.
assist in burying him properly at Greenest.
Yeah, we'll plant him under our lemon tree, and then
For
he
life.
can be enjoyed for many years to come.
There we go.
Wow.
Torn just,
Listen,
I was gonna say, Torn just asked, do you know what the size of this war party is?
A couple hundred.
So large enough that they shouldn't be moving too fast, but probably.
They're very militaristic in their speed
Okay.
and order. It was a very orderly group.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Burdusk might know about them because they might stop. I don't know how big a town Burdusk is. Like, is it the same size about as Green Nest, or?
Greenest, it's just slightly bigger.
So, and Greenest is about how big?
A couple thousand people.
Okay. So would a 200 well-equipped, militarized war band be able to take a town like this pretty easy, or like is it a walled town, or is it pretty much just an open town? And
It's a village. It's not what
Well-
would you call a town? Yeah, it's just
Right.
basically there's no walls.
a lot of farmers, not a lot of military guys.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
you missed it. The first attack on Greenest, we were a little bit confused because their numbers could have overrun the keep if they absolutely wanted to go all out
Okay.
and risk their own lives. They could have overrun the keep.
Okay.
And there was a dragon helping them.
That's always a plus. Not necessarily for the defenders, but for the attackers.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just curious if there was maybe if this war party is basically trying to, kind of burn its way up to where it needs to go. Like, is it actually trying to sit there and, kind of like
It would definitely
destroy
leave
these
a
towns
mark.
on its way up there, or that's all.
We shall find out. It would definitely leave a mark, I would imagine.
Okay.
Okay, so we're headed off to Burdusk. And as you kind of depart the city, some people see you out, wave, goodbye. Some of them are actually crying, telling you, please stay. Oh, we need you here. Don't leave us. Oh, it's so sad. We will honor you forever. And then you leave. And start heading down the road. 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 Ah! And through the abilities of natural science, you've made it there to Burdusk, in just a matter of 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an awesome carriage.
Folded space and time.
Let me just say.
That is pretty quick, isn't it?
Blue and white cicada wormholes, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you see Interstellar?
No, I
No.
didn't.
Not yet.
Oh,
So as you kind of approach up to Burdusk there, kind of almost reminds you of Greenish there. Just a road headed into town, kind of a bunch of houses out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of grasslands. As you've been traveling down the road, you've had seen some different groups passing by that towards Greenish. Some lone travelers, some groups, just different people coming and going, just like normal. And you arrived at almost evening time of the 2.5 days after you left. The half day plus the 2 more days.
Cool.
All right.
If they're not on extra guard, then this is looking good.
No, you kind of walk into, or kind of walk. You kind of ride into town. You just basically see a few of the guards kind of just sitting around with their feet propped up, not really doing much. Some of the locals, are merchants are selling things and trading things and food supply. If you have food supplies and supply, just different people there coming and going.
So the local garrison doesn't seem very attentive?
Not at all.
Okay.
And there's no signs of a massive struggle or anything like that.
You don't see hundreds of bodies laying on the ground, no.
Good.
Well,
Okay.
they're all
I thought
laying
you might
about.
mention that, but I just thought I'd check anyway.
I might have forgot a little detail like that. You're true.
Town's on fire.
The road is paved with blood. I didn't mention.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, as you're traveling down the river, it's just solid blood, okay? Yeah.
But the militia doesn't look like that. If suddenly a war band of 200 people showed up, they would probably be well prepared for it, correct?
They're kind of similar to Greenish. They have about 12, 14 guards that rotate throughout the day. A couple on during the day, a couple on during the night.
It'd be mostly militia versus like an actual guard formed. Guess
Were we looking for somebody in particular in Burdusk? Or?
we're just really traveling through. I guess we can hear the scuttlebutt in the tavern as we stay for the night and see if we could find someone we could trust that would believe us, and at least getting them a little bit more prepared, or at least have a plan on where to go to huddle up to survive. That's my idea.
Well,
Welcome for others.
remember, as you are doing things, the world around you doesn't stop. Let's just put it that way. So remember, you guys had spent several days waiting at the camp before you decided to assault the camp. Then you spent a day basically assaulting the camp, another day to get back to Greenish, 3 more days in Greenish, and then the 4th day you left. So it's been like a week since they've already left.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It would have taken them maybe 2 days to get to Burdusk from where they were at.
So if they were
If
coming,
they're not here by now,
yeah.
If they had planned to attack, they would. Unless they're getting reinforcements and double backing, like
We'd be standing on rubble.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want. I'm just trying to give you the timeline of what's happening around you as you're doing your thing.
but we can still listen for scuttlebutt. In the
Sure.
tavern.
Yeah, you can.
see what's going
If
on.
you guys are
here.
going to spend the night at Burdusk and get a room and spend the night in a room and get some food and some supplies, just assume it's going to cost you a couple gold pieces, and you can give me a let's see, we don't have investigation or not investigation. What do we call that thing nowadays? What's the skill for?
Streetwise.
Yeah, they don't have streetwise
Yeah.
anymore, do they?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Hmm.
It's survival. No, just kidding.
How about persuasion there? Let's
That was
see. Let's try a persuasion check.
Yeah.
For who? Everybody?
Anybody that's going to try to talk to the locals and find out anything of importance, or
Well, this Valinor will do that, but I think. Oops.
Yeah. The hermit does not engage in small talk.
Let me try this.
Yes, I feel out of place. I will go talk to. I'll talk to the animals outside of town. Maybe take the druid with me. I have a lot better chance of getting information out of the animals than I do people.
okay.
There we go. And Balinor is immediately arrested, I'm guessing.
No.
Okay.
El Terrell's the city we have to be really, really careful about. We
That's
can't take
right.
animals in.
No spitting or something. Okay.
All right. So, Torn, do you want to do anything, or?
Yeah, you know what? I'll try to sit there and go to get some scuttlebutt. Do you want me to roll it in the tower, or do you just want it rolled? As far as my persuasion. I'm not expecting great things. Don't get me wrong.
You haven't been with us long enough. None of our roles we ever expect great things.
No,
Exactly.
that's true.
So you just want it rolled, or you want it in the tower?
Surprise me.
All right, I'll surprise myself too. There you go.
Wow. So, basically, you guys, none of you really find out anything except for Torn.
Oh, wow.
Torn, I don't know if just the sight of this dragon walking around, if people are just scared of him or what, but he's, asking questions and people are like, yes, sir, no problem, yep, whatever you need, yep, And basically, he talks, with some of the locals for a little bit. They haven't seen anything. There hasn't been any trouble in town. There hasn't been 250 people come walking through town. The local farmers that are out, he kind of goes over to the table and kind of introduces you to Joe, Bob, and Hank, the farmers. And, have you guys seen any, weird creatures off in the distance moving around? Nope. Haven't seen anything. Pretty much been quiet. You guys kind of tell them what had happened to Greenish, and they're just, kind of in awe of what had happened, and, kind of gave them the backstory of, the town came under attack. You don't give them too much information because you don't know who you can trust. You basically just tell them, Greenish was attacked. You came through Greenish, and they were really in a bad way, and there's a whole bunch of creatures. They were just, swarming the area, and you just were wondering if they'd been spotted in this area, and they're kind of just like, no, we haven't had any trouble. We haven't had any sightings or anything. I mean, we have people coming in and out of town pretty much all the time, merchants and this, coming into town, and they haven't seen anything on the roads and haven't really reported anything, and everything's been kind of status quo, really.
Okay. Torrin will just tell him, well, you might want to keep this in mind just in case something does happen. There's nothing that says you might not get a small scout party or something that comes this way. And forewarned is forearmed, so.
Yeah. Well, they in fact, they even buy you guys a round of drinks for the information, and he's going to go talk to the captain of the guards there and, let him know to double the watch, or at least keep, let them know that there could be trouble brewing in the neighborhood, and, they buy you a round of drinks and thank you for letting them know what's going on. They seem like they believe you, and you seem like you can, you trust them. It's not like they're hiding anything.
Okay. Sounds good.
Very well done, Torn.
All right, so the next day comes, and you're just, I'm assuming, going to follow my black line of death. I mean, the black line
Yeah.
down the road there.
Yep.
All right. It's about another 2.5 days journey, so you can make that as you might. The river kind of winds along the reaching woods, and as Torrin was talking with the fellas there, he kind of had mentioned that you guys were headed up to Scronable, and what's up that way and stuff, and it's just the road kind of goes up there by the reaching woods. Tell you not to venture too far into the woods. Some people that go in there, they run into trouble and that. If you stay on the road, occasionally you might run into a little bit of trouble with bandits or stuff like that. But you guys look like you guys can handle anything the DM can throw it. I mean, anything that can come out of the forest or anything.
Yeah.
And then basically tell you that Schnobel is it's actually a town. It's walled and stuff, and a lot of merchants and bringing goods up from Amman to the south up to Baldur's Gate and to Neverwinter and Waterdeep and everything. So it's about a 2.5 more days journey down the road there. And for some reason, my image just disappeared. Oh, it just got covered up by the other map. Sorry. So I guess you're continuing down the road, I take it. Anything you need to do while you're in Burdusk there, or anything specifically you want to know about, or anything like that?
He seems to have gotten good information. Maybe make sure the barrel's not getting too empty for Balinor. And
I'm shaking it a little bit. Seems good.
all right, I'm good. It's good for me.
I can only drink maybe a gallon a day, so.
What?
Jokingly.
Okay. So, after the first day, you kind of reach there, kind of where the little bend is, and spend the night there. Do we have a sleeping order or anything for you guys? Did we do that yet?
It might
did
need
at
to
one
get
point.
updated in our party sheet.
Let's see our party sheet there. Yeah, we got 0, 0, 0, 0. Nobody stays up. Everybody dies. So there we go.
Well, it's things have changed a little bit since we originally did the.
Yes, that's true. I absolutely guarantee it's been switched.
Yeah, there's a character on the party sheet that shouldn't be, and then we're missing one.
All right. Well, I'll add them to the order group here, and then I'll come back to the main tab. Oh, Scropa, we hardly knew thee. Oh, I got to drag it from the PC. Okay. There we go. And now Torin. How long will we know Torin? That'll be the question of the day. All right. So as far as order, you guys should have an order tab.
Yeah.
If you do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever you want to do, just tell me.
Sure.
As far as like health, like how many hours, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, if everybody's just half of the party's going to stay up half the night, and the other half's going to come, the rest of the night, or it's up to you guys.
You want to just do one
I'm not really
taking watch, or
sure.
Do what now?
just have one person awake at any time, keeping watch, or do we want to have more
I
than
think
one?
that'd be the best.
Okay.
I think
Well, yeah,
one is fine.
I don't
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
sleep, so
Yeah, we could split it up to where we have 5 different 2-hour watches, so it's a 10-hour thing, but everybody gets a full 8 hours of sleep.
well,
Yeah.
remember I don't sleep.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Well,
You're on watch.
as an elf,
rest
I
of us
need
are
to
sleeping.
meditate, but I do not need to sleep. So,
Don't you? They do like a meditation thing, though,
yes,
don't you?
exactly. But it's still
Yeah,
not actually asleep. but I
shorter.
have to meditate for 4 hours. So,
Okay. Well, I can watch. Balinor can keep watch for that 4-hour period because he's got a high constitution.
hmm
So if you want to do that, or we could split it more than that.
I'll split your 4 hours.
Mhm.
I'll split with Balinor.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so in English this time, who's first watch?
I will take the last half of the night, regardless of whatever anybody.
All right, who's first watch?
Balinor,
Balinor is one.
and that'll be for 2 hours. Second watch Merrick is going to be 2
Two.
hours. And third and fourth, I guess, would be Quarian.
Three.
And you
He's
do
gonna
it just
pull
to
a
sleep all
4-hour.
night then. Sounds good.
And you guys get to rest or share one if you
Well,
want.
and then that way, if somebody gets injured, we can swap somebody out, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Torian.
But
Or
what
if
you could
anything-
do is you could do Balinor and Merrick, and then Quarian one night, and then the next night you do Torin, Ziev, and Quarian.
Right, that's what I was.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So we'll
As
just
long as we
say
don't forget.
4, 5, and then Quarian would then be number 6 as well. Okay.
Cool, cool.
1, 2,
Great
3,
idea.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Okay.
That works.
Righty.
Reminder, I might want to hire more elves. They can stay up.
Oh my gosh. Why is this guy still here? Delete this. Delete. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why am I always forgetting Ziev? All right.
Because I'm very mysterious. I don't know. Oh, did you already added the ring to my character? That was so nice of you.
The what? I didn't add anything.
AC1, save one.
I did. I created the effect and added the ring to everybody that's got a ring.
Oh, okay. Good. Oh, I just realized I'll have to add the fire resist to the brown bear later.
You could just target them and do it. Or no, you created it as target itself. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
hmm
Well, next level I get to use a different character. I get to use a different animal anyway, so...
Yeah,
God,
we'll
what
see
are you
if you...
gonna like a rhino? What are you gonna have?
I'm pretty sure it's a polar bear, because they're slightly bigger.
Oh, okay.
Slightly lighter.
Slightly whiter. There you go. Wow. Whew.
They are pretty fierce, though. Polar bears are pretty nasty.
Sorry.
Da-da-da-da.
There's a town in Manitoba in Canada that on Halloween night they have to ring the cars around the town so the kids can trick or treat because of the polar bears.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? That's
Nice.
funny.
Wow. Hey, no, cat. No, sorry, hold on.
Cat? How do you know I was
likes
putting
to-
a cat on the map? Cheater?
I didn't. My cat is attacking my water, and I was afraid that it was going to go over
Oh,
on
I
my
thought you
computer.
were. I see how you are. Did you guys get the map?
Not yet.
It's loading.
Loading.
Still loading.
Oh my gosh. You guys and your slow ass computers.
My computer's pretty good.
Oh, I've got a good
So's
one.
mine. I built mine, so
All right.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a pretty good system and a real good internet connection. So
Well, I've got Comcast, so that's not always the best.
Yeah, I've got, I think, 150 megabit line.
It's 3.5 megs. Probably should have looked at the size, but I'm all about making good quality maps for my players.
Oh,
Oh,
your
yeah.
maps are always gorgeous.
That high resolution stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even some that come in at 1 meg are really good looking. Yesterday, he had one that was like an actual photo of a river with a little bit of rapids for like a little section.
Yeah.
And it was
Pretty cool.
wow. And then there was
Pretty good, huh?
there was a house that I guess, the townspeople call her a witch, but she's just kind of a odd woman who makes potions in the forest. But it's a gorgeous looking little. It's a it's a gorgeous looking little cabin, and there's like very sculpted like bushes, like in kind of like you would make like a maze out of, but there's in like a rhinoceros looking thing, some weird other looking creature. I mean, it's a fascinating looking map.
Oh, sure. Tell them what I'm going to be using here later. That's great, Merrick. Good idea. Yeah.
It's okay, I wasn't listening. I was paying attention to other stuff.
Ah,
There you go.
good.
I didn't hear a word. In one ear, out the other.
Well, that just gives you something to look forward to. All his maps are great.
Yeah. I can't believe he's saying such nice things about me after I almost killed him yesterday in one shot.
Hey, I died in one shot.
I finally got a hit on him, and it was a critical hit. And it did like
Then all the
24
all
points
the
of damage.
planets lined.
And then he's like, oh, I got resistance, so you only do half damage. I'm like, ah! I probably get a hit on you, and it's a critical hit, and you only take half damage? And then, of course, he ran behind all of his minions.
That's what minions are for.
Yeah.
Cannon fodder.
Oh, wow. This is another
Exactly.
gorgeous map. Massive. That's... Wow.
Hey, there it is.
Now, I want you to know, I spent a long time making sure I had your carriage all ready to go on this map.
Oh, thank you so very much.
It's not blue and white though.
It's like a cutout so you could see what's in
yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
not blue and white. I quit.
Oh,
Not
nice
representative
callback.
of the actual carriage.
Nice callback.
Yeah, exactly. Nice.
I wasn't making fun of you.
Oh, I know.
I was making fun of the other guy.
Oh, I know.
Anyway,
The other guy.
the other guy. The
The
guy
other
who
guy
quit.
is no longer here, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One of the many we fall under and company.
Yeah.
Oh. Everybody get it or not?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
I got it, yeah.
Zaev, did you get it?
Yeah. Wow, that's really high quality, actually. I cannot believe that.
You notice the
You
cart?
shouldn't have done all this for
I spent a long time making sure that cart was ready to go and in the perfect spot and everything.
And that's great because, I mean, I just bought 2 tents, and I told you I bought 2 tents, and you had to go and make the edit to get the 2 tents in there. 'Cause I don't think anybody else has a tent.
Nope.
Yeah, I was editing as we were talking.
Wow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I put the night effect on it
Oh,
now.
Yep, it's dark now.
That was cool. What
That's
did you
cool.
do there? That's
Okay.
the night coloring?
I can make
That's
the
nice.
campfire.
Oh.
Ooh, the fire's going. Well, folks, we've run out of time, though. We're going to have to find out next week what has happened to our brave adventurers as they're heading up to Enenthrall there to find out if they can find the one-eyed man. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next week.